Hello, everyone, and welcome to Infinite You. I'm Dr. Sheri, and today we are going to be talking about alignment, authenticity, high vibes, and the law of attraction. And I'm going to bring it all together for you in this video. Welcome if you are new here. I would love a subscribe and a like if it resonates with you. And if you are coming back again, thank you so much for seeing me again. I appreciate you. So let's get this video started. And what in the world was my prompt today for wanting to talk about authenticity and alignment? Have you ever known someone in your life that they just sort of like live full out, live on the edge? They're ridiculously happy. They're looking like they're in flow. They have this glow about them. They seem to be super attractive energetically, and you can't quite put your finger on it. They just light up a room, and you just wish that you could get in that space and feel like, damn, like I really want to be who I am, but you might be afraid of being judged, being pulled back or blocked by an old paradigm and the way that you were raised and the way that you were taught to be or conform, or all of those things like, being a round peg in a round hole versus a square peg trying to fit in a round hole. That's kind of what I'm getting at today. I feel like I've always been a square peg trying to fit into a round hole, and it definitely has never really worked for me. And every time I tried to kind of like bring it back in and conform and play by the rules of, a larger societal like culture and paradigm, it just never really worked for me. And when I got into that space, I thought, this doesn't even feel good. And so it's the lack of alignment. It's that lower vibration when we're trying to shove our energetic, amazing, expansive, eternal souls into places where we pretty much have no business trying to do that. So if this resonates with you and feels like something that you know that you have experienced, and for sure this video is for you. It's a feeling of not quite fitting in. It's a feeling of knowing that there's more out there, knowing that you want to live a grand, beautiful, amazing, big life, and you just don't know how to pull it off. So you pull yourself back, you make yourself feel a little bit smaller than who you really are. And at the end of the day, this is your life, and that doesn't feel good. You are infinite. You are physical in this 3D reality. You are intellectual and have all that beautiful mental energy in 4D reality. And then in 5D, you've got the beautiful, energetic, soulful aspect of who you are that is just begging you to listen and become, because you came here to create in a really powerful way. And even though this physical reality has so many challenges, none of us, no human can escape that. No matter how much money you have, no matter how much love you have, no matter how much you have going on, sometimes this physical reality can be really, really challenging. But at the same time, we get to create in it and experience this beautiful, big, magical world in our physical bodies, and taste and touch and see and hear and smell and intuit in that beautiful way as well. We have so much going on as multidimensional beings, and I just want to remind you of that. So if you've ever felt like you just don't quite fit in, if you've ever felt like you are being judged for being too much or too sensitive or too different or weird or whatever you have going on, I want you to know that it is not you. It is that contrast between you expressing yourself and your fullest potential and who you are and what you can create and imagine and become, in contrast to these structural paradigms that are always moving and always shifting, but for sure they are still real, they feel real. And oftentimes we feel that feeling in the form of judgment of ourselves, of others, and from others. But the beautiful thing, and I do want to talk more about the energy in fourth dimensional reality and 3D reality and all the rules that, we abide by. But for sure, I want to talk about how you can feel more aligned and more authentic with who you really are as we move into this 5D energy. You are a sovereign soul. You are not here to accept or be accepted by an old paradigm. You are here to lead into this new energy, this awareness, because once you get into that space of alignment and authenticity, you will feel so damn good that you are not going to be thinking about judging yourself, judging others, or feeling that judgment from anybody else. There's something so beautiful and so powerful about this soul alignment and tapping into the most creative, infinite aspect of who you are. And so just remember, you do not need to perform your worth anymore. You do not need to be easygoing, people pleasing, and palatable for anyone else around you in order to be powerful. And remember that, I don't know how to say this. Alignment matters more than approval. Authenticity is not something that you force yourself into. It is about tuning in and listening to the whispers of your soul so you can be very grounded in the essence of who you are in this three-dimensional reality, but in that coming down into that grounded part of who you are and into earth absolutely will light you up in such a beautiful, powerful, aligned way. And so, where does all this struggle come from, right? So there are like rules and paradigms and all these things happening like in this three-dimensional reality. And some of us want to break the mold. We want to think outside of the box. And the beautiful thing about thinking outside of the box and breaking the mold is that it shifts our collective consciousness forward. It is such powerful, beautiful energy to lean into your authenticity for its own sake, for soul alignment, not to be performative and, demand others, act and treat you a certain way. That is not what I'm getting at all. I'm talking about that beautiful, bigger, powerful soul alignment, that authenticity where you almost have energetic blinders on to what you can create and who you can become and how you can tap into your potential. But a lot of us struggle, most of us struggle, because we were taught to seek validation instead of listening to our inner truth. It is definitely a part of this human experience. And then, of course, judgment from others can definitely gaslight us, trigger us, and we're like looking at all these old wounds and old programming that really can become bothersome for us. But what if you can let them go? What if you begin to understand that when you're in alignment and when you are in a higher vibration, you can just say to yourself, this is a call for me to heal and rise. Remember, every experience, our families, our friends, our day to day happenings, the experiences that we are having, we are calling them to us. We are attracting them to us for a reason. You are still the powerful co-creator of your reality in every way, shape, and form. Trying to fit in, remember, trying to fit in and trying to And I really want to say this in a different way, and I probably said this in a video not too long ago. You could be the most amazing, perfect person on the planet, and guess what? Someone is still going to judge you. So trying to fit in keeps you disconnected from who you really are. That is what matters the most. Remember that. This is not about perfection. This is about your journey, your experiences being human in this beautiful physical reality, but still tuning into the grand, bigger part of your mindset, how you perceive yourself in the world, and then that beautiful, soulful energy that is your fuel to become, to expand, and to remember. So, what the heck does alignment feel like? High vibes, and distinct inner peace in your body, even when others do not understand you. Speaking your truth, even if your voice shakes. Creating your own definition of success. Feeling connected to your mission. Feeling connected to your message. Feeling connected to your magic. Writing your own story because it feels so darn good. And I get it, like there's so much energy and tension around identity these days and demanding things from others about the way that we want to be addressed and talked to and all of that stuff. That is a much lower vibration than what I'm talking about. I am talking about how you can express the essence of your soul, your wisdom, your high vibe, that feeling of love, that feeling of powerful creativity coming through you in a much bigger, more expansive, wise way. Remember, you are going to trigger people when you stop performing. You are going to trigger people when you slowly lean in to who you are. And I mean, I know for me, I know like I've got all this Gemini energy and I'm super duper curious. And I think for me, my entire life, I was like, I want to try that. I want to do that. I want to be that. I want to be that. Now I want to be that. And it had nothing to do with, well, I shouldn't say nothing because I still was on my own journey and finding myself. But I think the bigger impetus, the bigger calling that I felt from my soul was the whisper was try it, become, create, stand in amazement of yourself and all of the things that you can see and do and, uplift and be in service and all of those beautiful things to participate in humanity in a really powerful, high vibe way. You are not breaking the rules when you are rebelling in this way. You are simply allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to align with the energy, your heart, your beingness, your soul's whispers in a profound way. It cannot be wrong. People will judge you for doing your own thing. That's how humans work. It's just the nature and consequence of this physical reality. But damn, it feels so good when you are true to yourself. And the beautiful part is this 5D upgrade we're going into energetically is going to support you in a really profound way. I have come to believe, and I'm hearing this from a guide, from above, from source, from one mind. I'm hearing this. Authenticity matters now more than ever. Be true to yourself. Listen to your soul. You are breaking the rules because your soul is no longer available for self abandonment. This is not about being edgy. It is about being real. You were not born to be a copy of someone else. You are here to be the most aligned, activated, and authentic, infinite version of you. So if you are ready to stop shrinking, stop conforming, and start leading from your soul, this Here, right now, is your permission slip not to rebel, but to remember who you are and love, be in love with that beautiful high vibration of your soul's essence. And remember to live and to love and to lead from that truth unapologetically. If this video resonates with you, I would love a subscribe, a like. I'm growing this channel. And even though I've had this amazing life of being, pretty authentic and thinking outside of the box and being the square peg, trying to shove myself in a damn round hole, it doesn't mean that I don't continue to evolve and grow and expand and lean into my authentic self as much as I humanly and possibly can. I definitely invite you to do the same. I will see you in my next video. And I want to say, I will put my link to my free newsletter so you can get more of this stuff about multidimensional mindset, expanding, 5D energy, becoming amazing, tuning into your infinite self, and all of the cool things that make you you so you can leave your legacy, uplift this collective consciousness, and really just be in love with who you are, with your life, and everything that you are dreaming of and creating. I will see you all next time, beautiful souls. Namaste.